So right now I am working on these Lady Death commissions. So what they are is they are remarks. So these were offered by Coffin Comics, and I am working on doing the art for them now. So these went up for sale on April 17th. So then the books were mailed to me. I had a deadline to finish, and now I'm working on this one. Hello, Jason. Sorry that we're off and on again. We are trying to fix some settings, so I appreciate everyone's patience.
Facebook looks okay.
Hello, Paul. It seems fine now. Hello, Steve. Welcome to the stream, and Jessamine. Kadiro, hello. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate your patience. Thank you so much, Jeff. Is this for anyone here? These ones were offered by Coffin Comics, which I know you know, Paul, being sneaky. But when I'm done with them, they are all going back to Coffin Comics. So I have a list of, well, I have ones that I was told to work on first. Oops, I can't show these without with some Post-its. Shoot. Let me get some Post-its so that I can show you guys the art. Post-it notes, that's right. Yep, that's right. I've got to watch out. So here you guys can see they say phase 1 due first. So those are the ones that I'm working on first, and then I'm working on the next ones second. And then here's another one, and it's phase 1 due first. Well, yesterday, Jeff, I was working on figuring out all the tools, because even though I've used these tools before, I haven't used them on this specific paper, this specific ink, all of those things. So I had to do some testing. Yay, we're up on all channels. That is wonderful. So good. All right. So what I've done so far is these 3 that are fully complete. But I'll show you guys my process and show you the ones that I have ready. So now that I've got all the tools figured out, so I figured out exactly what I was doing for them, and that took me yesterday, pretty much. So I have those 3 complete. This one is partially done, and then I've filled the ones with white that I'm going to work on next. So I sketched these all out between lunch and now. So they've been sketched, and then I've filled them with white, and that takes 2 coats of white in order for it to completely cover the dark background. So these ones I will work on next. So I'm gonna just keep chugging through, and then I'll have 8 complete so far. You missed some of these commissions by 2 minutes. I'm so sorry, Shannon, or Shannon Ray. Yeah, I mean, I did not expect them to sell that quickly. The whole Coffin Comics universe and all the Fiends and Sworn were way more on it than I was expecting. They were gone in 60 seconds from what I hear. So anyway, I am working through them. I'm trying not to do the Dawn thing where I go way too far, but I already have a lot of them are torsos, not headshots, so oh well. I hope I'm not going to get in trouble for that. We shall see. You got one of the last ones, True Deadman. Nice. Did you get one of the Brian Polito ones that he put up afterwards? I'm going to run out of my paints for this. So what I'm using are Molotov paint pens, and I only have one white in extra fine and, oh no, I have 2 extra fine whites, but then I only have 1 wide white. Let me see. So these are all of my paint pens. Because I haven't gone to a lot of conventions lately, they're running out. So I'm going to be ordering some more with the art store. And what's so cool about the art store right now is they're closed to people being able to come into the store. No one can go in to shop, but you can email them or you can call them and place an order, and then they will, if it's over $50 Canadian, they'll do free delivery within Calgary. Now, for sure my order is going to be over $50, so I get free delivery and I don't have to drive down there. It's really far from me. You love how I made the tape? I know, I'm so excellent at tape. Thank you, Jay. Gabriel, hello. Uh-oh, Dan's having traumatic flashbacks. He's sweating. Yes, me and art supply shopping is a whole thing. But when they come deliver my art supplies, I'm gonna send back a couple Divinicas for the owner of the store, because she really helped me when I did my whole shop-a-thon for Divinica. She really helped me choose what to get. So I'm gonna send her a couple Divinicas and be like, everything in this book was made with supplies bought at your store. Yippee! The Forest Lord is having a panic attack. So this one is sort of a regal Lady Death. My plan is to make everything, I think I'm going to do this one red. So I'm going to make like a red lattice work on her crown, which I don't think you guys can see very clearly, but I have a crown on there. And I'm going to make it kind of like this red lattice work I did. Basically, it's really elaborate scribbles is what it is. I don't sketch those things. I don't really pre-plan them. I'm just like, oh, a squiggle here will work, and then let's give it some tentacles, and let's put a few dots. And so it's not really intended to be extremely pre-planned. Post-traumatic shopping breakdown. That's fantastic, Rob. Poor Dan, like an unstoppable monster. For anyone on Facebook who isn't on Twitch, I just want to tell you, my husband is talking about all of his deep traumas from when I went to the art store with him one time and spent nearly $800, and he's still traumatized. So he's talking about, like, when he closes his eyes, he can still see the receipt spooling out. It just kept coming. All right. So all of these pens, because the binding and all the bits that make acrylic paint, I have no idea what they are. They start to separate. So there's like a little plastic or metal ball in here that I shake so that it kind of mixes up the paint again. Okay. The more he struggled, the more he got tangled in the receipt. Yeah. Hello, Paolo. Hey, K-Ann. I know Dan does need plum wine, but it's too sweet for him. So I'm going to put white down first. And the reason why I do that is the white, at least on the spine parts of her little crown, which again is not really planned. It's just going to be smooshed about. And the main spine areas, or the main parts of the crown, I want to have some white underneath the red. It'll help the red pop. The red, when it dries, it tends to dry a little bit see-through, which the white does as well. And I have to do like a fair few layers in order to get this really opaque white. But the reason why I wanted a colored background is because then Lady Death is really going to stand out from the background. Otherwise, you know, it's white on white, and then all you have is the outline of Lady Death. So that was my thought process for putting a darker color, and then I can put her on top of it. It is time consuming though. I tried painting it with like brushes, and it worked out terribly. So thankfully Brian sent me a few test ones that I could show all of you guys. They were dummy books, so they're empty on the inside, and I used them to test out my tools, which was awesome because I'm telling you, it was bad the first few tries I had. Oh, thank you guys. You're so sweet. Oh, and this is not a colored pencil. This is a blender. And it works really nicely over the acrylic so that the colored pencil isn't so grainy. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of shadow under her chin. This gray colored pencil is quite dark. It's called slate gray. I'm hoping that my art store has a lighter gray. I just didn't really, I don't know. This didn't seem as dark when I looked at my colored pencils to see if I had everything I needed. It didn't seem as dark as how it looks now. Hello, Daniel! My brother is on YouTube. I wish I could make slushy margaritas with my blender, but unfortunately not. Carmen, hello! Welcome to the stream today. And as we all know, Lady Death has the boobies. She's very well endowed. Battle Elf, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. And this thing, she's got kind of like a Dracula collar. And so I'm going to give her a Dracula collar, maybe put some more red designy stuff on it, and then I'm going to do the same with her top. We need to have a create a new Moobot code day for the Twitch team. Oh, that would be great. All right, and I'm just adding a tiny little bit of pink. Whenever I'm digitally coloring Lady Death, and I've seen this when other people do as well, Lady Death is very much pure white and grays. But there's always a little bit of a color that it picks up, like her skin picks up ambient color really well because it's white. So I'm just putting ever so slight amount of pink in there because everything around her is red. So I'm hoping that that'll work. Kylie, hello! Welcome to the stream today, love. All right, now I'm using the blender. And it's just softening out some of the lines. It's impossible to fully soften the lines on this kind of, all that acrylic paint because the acrylic paint is not perfectly smooth and it has like literally zero grip to it. So it's like sliding it around and smushing it as best I can on a very slick yet bumpy surface. Hey, Shane. Oh, thank you so much, Fitzcarmel. My husband set up my screen and how it looks for me, so he's the one that deserves all the applause. I have two webcams. I have one on my face and one right over my art, and that's the one you can see in my face cam. So there's two. Oh, I'm sorry, Kylie. If some of these lines end up being too dark, I think what I'll do is I'll just go over them with a little bit more white. Where can these be purchased? I'm so sorry, Ted. These were already purchased. So Coffin Comics had them available on their website on April 17th. And they've since sold out, so I don't have any available. Oh, really, Chris? You have people trying to buy your remark off of you? Aw. Now, which one did you get, Chris? Sorry, Kylie. You got chained. Ah, cool. Well, right now I'm working on the Halloween one and this one. Enough Facebook. Welcome, Carmen. You got one of the autumn ones. Nice. I also want to get a bigger red marker, because this one is great for relative precision work. It's not the thinnest one that they have, but it's close. However, I could really use a thicker one, and I think the last time I went there they didn't have any in red. Jose, hello, I miss you. How's it going? No, this is not the first one. My husband is awesome. Thank you, Fitzcarmel. Oh, you're such a sweetheart, Chris. Well, I hope whatever book you end up getting really doesn't disappoint. That's the kind of thing that's right now keeping me up at night. Not really. I lay down and I pass right the fuck out. However, if I would be kept up at night, this would do it. Because I really want everybody to get something that they're super happy with, that they feel that they got their money's worth plus interest plus some extra for funsies, you know? So I really am doing my very best to make sure that these are good. What's the best way to get books to you to sign and remark? Right now, Charles, I'm not accepting either. I am doing some via Coffin Comics, but it's something I don't have time to do. And I really don't want to like be charging everybody for signatures and everything, but like it would take me days to sign everything and start accepting and doing that service. So I don't have it offered right now, and I'm really sorry. You went for the Prince, Philip. That's awesome. So I'm going to have to probably do 2 coats of this. Oh, and Carmen, I will show the I'll show the other ones that I finished in a moment. Now, right now, like as of this afternoon, I'm starting to pick up the pace a little bit. Up until this point, I've been getting my bearings. So I've been like trying to figure out the tools, which ones I'm going to use. Because it's not that I've never done remarks before, but I've never done them on this paper and this magnitude and this particular size. And you know, it's a new experience, needless to say. So I needed to try it out. Like, is 1 coat of paint enough? Do I need to do 2? Was I going to do paint at all? You know, so I had to test all of that out. And thankfully, Brian said I could use the sample books that he sent me to test on. And boy, am I glad I did. Because I really fucked up the first few I did. Not gonna lie. They are so bad. They're going to be going directly in the trash, and no, you cannot see them. You're so awesome, Carmen. I'm so glad you got every other cover. And that was like a very like predetermined decision that you made, and for that I'm impressed and well done. Okay, so here we go. All of these notes are from Coffin Comics because they are organized and I love it. They're so organized. So they all have phase 1 or phase 2 written on them. So this is one of the ones that I worked on, and I tried to do like a little bit of lace work on her just for funsies. So this one and this one, I'll move all the little post-its. So this one is done with metallic paint. Here we go. And oh, this I've got covering the naughty bits. And then this one. So right now I'm kind of getting my Lady Death in a bunch of random outfits yayas out because It's how I roll, but I will also do some true throwbacks to her original outfit and all of that stuff, because, you know, I don't want to just kind of play art designer and costume designer and not do any that are actually Lady Death in her original costume, or I'll do a throwback costume. She's got many different renditions, so I'll do some official Lady Death outfits as well. Right now I'm just having playtime, and I need to get those yayas out first. Thank you, Scott. I'm glad. Please get the yayas out. Also true, Kara. Hello, Brandy. Welcome to the stream today. All right, so this red is almost dry. So for now, I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna make it black on the outside and red on the inside so that it's very clearly a Lady Death ensemble. This is her Dracula collar one. Hello, FL. Ian, hi. Can I recommend a paper that works well with markers and colored pencils? I would say a smooth Bristol board. And I'm going to thin out her neck just a tiny bit. So with these books, the way that I work on them is in phases. So right now I have 5 complete for this particular phase. So I have this one, this one, so you guys can see I do 2 coats of white. The hair only has 1 coat right now because I'm gonna do like actual paintbrush paint on the 2nd coat. How many do I have to do total? As far as I know, I didn't fully math them. I'll show you guys the way they are. This is the box that I got. So here's the box. And then inside they're all in mini packages. So I haven't really opened them up and checked to make sure exactly how many are in each one, but there were 40 of them sold. And then, so there are 10 of each book. There's 4 books, so there's 40. But then I have artist proofs and Brian has artist proofs. So I need to do all the 40 and then Brian's proofs. Mine, I'll probably try to just do them now since I'm on a roll, but mine happen at the very, very, very end. I believe that there were 46. So that means there's an artist proof, 3 artist proofs for me and Brian, which is odd. I would think that there would be 1 of each, so I probably counted wrong. So my guess is it's between 46 and 48 total because both Brian and I get artist proofs of them, so we get 1 of each. Oh, thank you, Donnie. How long do they take to dry? I have all 5 going at once, so that's why I'm just cycling through each one, set one aside, start on the next one. So I would say around 5 minutes for each coat to dry. Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you, Jessamine. So I'll tell you guys the stages of what I do. And in order to do that, I will show you a blank book. So this is the next package for phase 1. And once I'm done with phase 1, then I need to contact Coffin Comics, package up phase 1, and mail it back to them. And then start on phase 2. I'm just getting them out of the package. Coffin Comics packs so well, but they're hard to get out. Though I have to admit, Coffin Comics is not as aggressive with their tape as I am, so it's a little silent lesson to me to maybe not use so much tape. So here we go. So this is marked phase 1. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I'm going to need to put a Post-it on this real quick. There we go. So there we go. Post-it on. So as you guys can see, it's completely blank here. And what I do, step 1, with preparing a glossy book for a remark is, just gonna go back in here. Step 1, take a giant ass eraser and erase the whole area. And the reason why I do, you have to be careful, because sometimes if you erase on these kind of books, it will pull up all the ink. Thankfully it didn't on these. I tested this before I did it. But if you erase first, it gets rid of some of that real aggressive gloss on the top. So it just kind of picks off some of the film on the top of the ink. Because this is not actually purple paper, it's painted or, filled with ink in that color. So I erase first, and then I wipe that off. And then I do my sketch, and it's just a really rough outline, and I do that with a white colored pencil because these are darker colors. So pencil doesn't really show up very well. So I use a white colored pencil and I just sketch out the outline. Then I fill it like this with paint. 2 coats on the skin, 1 coat for the hair, or no coat for the hair. And then I go on to this phase. So that's how I'm doing it. Untaping my gifts is a choose your own adventure. That's true. I really love my tape. Okay, I'm just gonna give her some sort of choker necklace dealio. Again, this is me getting my yayas out. I'm just designing some random outfits. Maybe once I'm a little further along and running out of ideas, then I'll start, doing the actual Lady Death outfit, because then, it is time. I plan to do probably 50-50 of my own random outfits and then 50% of the actual traditional Lady Death outfits, so that, different people get different things. I really am trying to, make each blank or each book so that everybody gets something special.
Did you hear the guy on Twitch with his idea about the crossed arms?
No.
Well, someone on Twitch should get the credit, but he says you should have her cross the arms like she's actually dead and in the coffin.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I think that might have been Dead Man who said that, but I'm not sure.
Okay. I think Sabine already did that as a cover, though, so I would be ripping Sabine.
Well, because it's in the shape.
Yeah. Okay, coat number 2 on her red shirt, bra thingy. All the spots. Good morning, kids. I hope you're going to be good for your mom today. Annika, give mommy lots of hugs. They laughed. Send help. I have to be careful that this looks nice and it isn't like Lady Death, the Hairy Chest edition. That's weird. What is this? It's all watery and gross. I need a black. So I've been storing these wrong. They are supposed to be stored laying horizontally, and I've been having them in like a upright pencil case. So I'm a little not used to having them this way. Sort of throwing off my groove. I'm sorry, but you threw off the Emperor's groove. Gonna give her her cape. How long can you work on these before you have to take a break? A few hours. Because I have 3 kids and, you know, both Dan and I are working, so most of the time Dan is really handling the lion's share to help me get my deadlines done. But I'll stop to like get something for the kids, help one of them with something, get somebody a snack, all those kind of things. Handle Sherlock, who is a whole thing. So I don't have like solid stretches of 4 to 5 hours that I can just sit down completely uninterrupted is all I'm saying. So I don't know. I would probably get more done if I had 4 to 6 hours of uninterrupted time. That's right, Mr. E. Give me a white monster and oatmeal raisin cookies and I'm good. Hello, Crispy Apple. Hello, Nemu Surley, I think. Oh, we got a raid. Yay, thank you so much for the raid. Who raided? Let me check. I really appreciate the raid, and oh my goodness, Ergo Josh, thank you so much for the raid. I have so much respect for your work. I know I hardcore fangirled last time, but seriously, thank you so much for the raid. I am working on Lady Death Remarques. So this is a cover I did for Lady Death back in 2014, and they've reissued it with a spot for me to do a remark. So this whole area was blank, just with the color in there. And now I'm working on adding in a drawing with Molotov paint pens is really what I'm using. That is so sweet, Ergo Josh. Thank you. Hello, Charlie Levy. Love you too. So I can show you guys some of the other ones that I worked on. I am leaving Post-its here because her cloth is sheer, and as such, no show on Twitch or Facebook or anywhere like that. So these are some of the other ones that I did this morning. And I have a bunch more that I'm working on. They're all in varying stages of paint drying because I'm kind of using a tool that's not really intended for this kind of paper. But yeah, so this is what I'm doing. They were offered via the publisher, and they had them for sale on their website, and now I am just doing the art on them. Yes, everything is covered up. So these are Molotov acrylic paint pens, and I am just using them to do the drawing with. I started out with a white colored pencil for a rough sketch, and then I fill it with acrylic paint. It takes 2 coats to not have it super splotchy looking, because nobody really wants a super splotchy looking situation. And now I'm just putting in some of the basic colors. Lady Death has very, like, actually white, ghost white skin. And, you know, no irises or anything like that. And she has white hair. So I requested from Coffin Comics that they make the space for me to draw in a color so that the white would really pop. And thank you again, Ergo, for the raid. You are amazing. And I am so grateful. How are things going for you? Keeping busy? All right, see you later, Jeff. Oh, wow, you're actually moving. That's crazy. And congratulations on Twitch growing. That's so cool. Do I have any tips or tricks that you use now that you wish you had known when you first started? That's a very good question, and I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to need to think about that. I'd say probably the main coloring and rendering one I would have is to have started sooner on studying it and studying light and color usage and color temperature and things like that, because I'm studying them now, but I wish I had known it years ago. That's so awesome, Roxanne. Thank you. So you combine traditional and digital art. Yes, I combine it. I do both. I'm a traditional and digital artist. I do digital coloring mostly. And then everything that I draw, like I draw on paper. Like, I'm really not very good at actually sketching or drawing on the computer. I wish I was, because there's a lot of things I could do that would kind of speed me up a little bit if I had a little bit better hand-to-eye coordination on a monitor, but I do not. So I do all of my sketches and layouts and all of that traditional, and then color it digitally, or I also work on a comic book series called Divinica that is 100% traditional. It's drawn and colored with pencils and paint and all of that. I'd say traditional I'm more comfortable with. Digital is still a bit out of my comfort zone. Oh, you can, Verloren. Verlorenced. Am I saying your name correctly? Just gonna fill in her ears real quick. I'm gonna do the rest of her hair in a minute. And for that, I'm gonna do some watered down actual acrylic paint. So this is titanium white. You haven't seen a gloveless? Yeah, I couldn't find the other one, so. Just going to get my little tray ready for paint. Got a little bit of acrylic paint, and I'm just going to water it down a little bit for, because I don't need it like super thick and pasty. I just want it a little bit watered down and easier to use. Now, the catch with that is that it's not as brilliant and opaque, but it's enough for what I need right now. And then anywhere that I want to add in more opaque white, I'll add in some more. But I'm actually kind of liking this look where the line art is handled with the paint pens, and then I just kind of do a more desaturated fill of white for her hair. Sort of liking that. Josh started calling you Verlo. Oh, well, that's awesome. Thank you for letting me know, Verlo, and thank you for being here. On some papers that I've tried using this watered down acrylic look, it didn't work. It kind of all separated and just looked like a bunch of dots. So like I had to test this first and make sure this idea of watered down acrylic would even work, because it's sort of hit or miss depending on what ink was used or what paper it's on, and there's like no way to know that until you actually try. So that's a risk you're taking. Thankfully for this particular project, I was given some books to do some trial runs on. Because if someone gives you a book to remark on, and say it was an expensive book or it was their only copy or something, and you ruin it, that's a big bummer. So I wouldn't do what I'm doing right now on any random book. I just know that it works this time. And actually, I'm going to lightly fill this as well so that the red stands out a little bit more. Because I plan on going over her crown with red. And now I'm going over in some of the areas and adding a little bit more saturation. Hello, Victor! I think I'm going to give her a little bit of hair down here too. Since Lady Death does have really long hair, I don't want to not show it in any of the covers. And as you guys can see, this isn't sticking super well, so I'm going to have to do a couple coats here. It's all kind of pushing away, which probably means I didn't erase right in that corner. BB, hello! You were able to get one of each of the regular covers. That's awesome, Hollywood. Thank you, Michael. Okay. Let me get my red marker again. Hello, Arveth. Thank you so much for the follow. All right, it's crown time. Now I put white underneath right here. My intention was always to make this red, but putting the white there helps the red pop a little bit more. Otherwise, when the red is just straight onto the darker maroon that the color of the paper is, it's not as punchy and saturated. So I just wanted at least the exterior and support lines of her crown to be nice and vibrant. Oh, that's so awesome, Ergo. Thank you. Yeah, I did a lot of traveling as a kid. Yes, the cost of the book included the remark. That is correct. And this was something that was offered by Coffin Comics, who I've been working for since around. My first published piece for them was in 2014. It wasn't this particular piece, but this was part of my first run of covers for Coffin Comics. So that's why they re-released these ones, I'm guessing, for the artist celebration. Hello, Victor! Find your stream to be real viewers by raising the stream. Ergo, if you're still here, are you moving far from where you currently live? Like, is it a long distance move or is it a house move? Hello, Wit. How's it going? Yeah, and I actually made an attempt to read it, and then I'm like, wait a minute, this is just spam. Never mind. I really, really, really wish I had a gray right now, but I do not. So what I've been using is a silver jelly roll pen for like the exterior lines or any ink lines that I think her skin needs. Which, you know, it kind of works for the Lady Death aesthetic. So I'm not too unhappy with it, but at the same time, I'm going to order a gray marker, hopefully, if they have it. It's an hour or so away. That is a lot. That is so cool, Ergo. I'm so happy for you. But an hour move is a long way just for like the back and forth of bringing all your stuff over. So I wish you all the best and congratulations on more space. That's great. Your whole setup is so good right now. I can't even begin to imagine how good it's going to be once you've moved and you have more room. Exactly, Mystery. So this jelly roll pen is a little bit on the thick side and kind of stringy as well. It's like, I think it's a really old pen, so it's actually got a little bit of like a snot texture to it. And when I lift it up, it's kind of got this little string, so I have to be really careful. Your whole fam helping you. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Elisa, hello. Victor Manuel, these ones have already been sold. So they were up for sale by Coffin Comics about a week and a half ago. And now I'm just working on delivering on the art side of it. Yeah, I know, stringies. Yeah, it's a little gooey. But it's fine. I figured that out real quick. So I know what I'm dealing with, but I am looking forward to placing an order with my art store so I can get some actual gray paint pens. All right, I'm almost done with this one, and then we're going to move on to the next. Where did I put my red marker? There we go. So as you guys can see, the silver lines do pick up the light, but when you're looking at it straight on, it doesn't look super out of place. And at least then she's got some lines. I was trying to do my lines with black, and it's too harsh for this piece, I think, and just in general for Lady Death. It's a little intense to have these big fat chunky black lines. Thank you, Carmen. All the month of May has been taken up by Lady Death remarks. Yes, I have a feeling I'm going to go over my projected time frame. That's kind of what happens. One lucky buyer is getting snot art. Guys, if someone gets one of these books and doesn't know what we're talking about, and you say you saw snot art on Twitch, they're gonna like freak. Hello, Darnell. It's been a while. How's it going? They are literally gonna be so disappointed and upset because they're gonna have no idea what we're talking about. No snot was used on this artwork, I swear. David, hello and welcome to the stream today. Did the people get to make a request for the remark? No, all of them are Lady Death remarks, and so I have a feeling that it's gonna be mystery envelope style as far as what they get. So it's kind of gonna be Russian roulette. New medium snart. That's hilarious, Ian. So I'm going to put a little bit of red on the bottom here just to kind of tie the whole room together. Red has a little bit of a hard time showing up on black, but at least there's something now. Did Coffin mention how many of these books were going to CGC? You're wondering if there's a snot rating upgrade. You paid extra for the snot art. Oh no, I have just like buried myself in this. This is so bad. It's my jelly roll pen, okay? It's a little snotty in consistency. All is well. When are you going to take my commission request? I'm so sorry, Darnell. I'm trying. I really am. All right. I sort of prematurely signed that, actually. I just realized that I need to give the gold accents. See you later, Ergo. Thank you so much for the raid, and I wish you all the best with your move and your new studio. I'm so excited for you. I'm going to check out your YouTube channel for when you do the walkthrough, which I hope you do. I know. What a fail. But I have my my metallic gold that is definitely like so pungent it can make you high for sure. Thank you, Carmen. No snot was used. Damn it. Why am I always saying this nonsense that then's gonna follow me forever? Hello, Sheldon. Welcome to today's stream. I am working on the remarks right now. I have many of them to get through. I am going slower than I should. How much would the snot art be once the cons start again? No, Scott! No! This is really like offending my ladylike sensibilities right now. I should have used a better term. Boom, done. Throws down pencil. This one is complete. Let's get started on the next one. 4 parts per million. You're so amazing, Elisa. Thank you. Okay, so this one is finished and ready to go. I'm happy with it. That's rare. I have this to protect my the books. I need to put Post-its on this, so hold please. Post-it pasty time. All right, here we go. So this one, my idea for it is that she is holding a big old bunch of roses. You know, roses and Lady Death, they kind of go together in my opinion. So I'm going to be drawing in the roses afterwards. So that's why I did some of her hair to start with, because the roses look better if they're sitting on top of white, especially with this, which is the darkest of the blanks. So I did 2 coats of white paint on this, and I'm doing them with my Molotov pens because I tried painting the white on and it had streaks. So it didn't look very good. If you place nothing in the hands, the memes will be remarkable. You'll quarantine the snot book for me? Oh my god, no. I have no snot. This is so embarrassing, you guys. So for this one, I'm going to do more of the traditional Lady Death outfit. I gave her her big high part in her hair. There is nothing actually drawn on this yet, so I kind of do the outline plan first, and now I'm just going to art over it, and I'm using a very, very, very light skin tone colored pencil. So, you know, take the whitest white. I think it's kind of, yeah, it's about the same color as me. So yes, it's ghostly pale. And I'm using that to just get a basic sketch of where everything is. I'm not going for the Picasso look on her face. So, I start out with this. It's probably so light that you guys aren't gonna see it. And I for a while I was actually using like mechanical pencil over the white areas, but you can't erase this stuff over this. Like if you put pencil on it, you're gonna have to paint over it, and then it's got weird dots everywhere and it just doesn't look good. So I'm kind of just drawing straight on it with this, and it's light enough that you won't see it once everything's drawn in. But I can't erase, I can't anything. I have to just basically really think and not screw up. Yes, ghostly pale. No, I don't like that name, Juan. I don't want it. So I'm going to have her looking down because she's looking at all the roses. And then there's her eyebrows. And then I want to get just a rough sketch for her lips. Rough sketch for her nose. I want to pull in the exterior line on her a little bit. So I think I'm going to do that now. And I know where I want it to be. So I'm just doing this with a dark gray colored pencil. But she just needs a little nose job. Maybe you guys can see this now. YouTube needs a zoom in button. Oh, sorry. You can see it? Oh, yay. Oh, thank you, Lil Kiwi. So I need to think about eyeshadow tone for her as well. Oh, you're so sweet, Gabriel. Thank you. I have a strong accent? That's so interesting. I didn't think so. I am Canadian/American. I don't know. I didn't think I had an accent, but this is interesting. You're from New Zealand. Yeah, I figured as much. All right, so now I need to give her eyeshadow. And I'm trying to think what color eyeshadow. Not all colors look particularly good as colored pencil on these, so I might be sticking more to the reds, which I like the most anyway. I sound pretty normal to this Albertan, yeah. Oh, thank you, little Kiwi. Oh, so I have some Canadian accent. Interesting. Okay, so there's red roses. There's going to be red eyeshadow. There's just going to be a decent amount of red on this one, which I am so okay with. It's not even funny. And I think a little bit of pink on her cheeks and stuff will give her a little bit more color. Oh, thank you so much, Lil Kiwi. The blending on this is a little bit more tricky because it's on like slick acrylic paint. Yay, thank you, Chicago. Profile faces can go either way. They're kind of tricky. You know, if one thing is just slightly off, it can really look weird. So that means a lot. Oh, I don't remember very much Japanese. I'm very sad. Justin, hello. How are you doing? Oh, thank you, Lil Kiwi. David, hello. See you later, Lil Kiwi. Thank you, Paul. So I'm just doing this thicker black line to start with. Now I'm going to switch to a thinner pen. But the thinner pens don't really like inking over certain things. They have a hard time over colored pencil. So like this one is not wanting to put down any color. Okay, now it's working. So the way that I drew her eyebrows, she certainly has like it's sort of evil lady death moment, so she's having an evil sniff of the roses. That's a weird sounding motorcycle. There we go. I think I'm gonna actually do a black outline on her face. The unwanted gift of roses. That's right, John. Okay. What tools am I using? Oh, thank you, Mike. And John. Oh, sorry, Mike. Yeah, I hope you can make it for a while here, too. So I am using Molotov paint pens. I think the names of all of it should be in my going live description. Can you see that on YouTube, BB? It should be in like the like write up for it. Hello, Phil. TMS Illustrations, thank you so much for the follow. Okay, sorry, BB. So they are called Molotov, and it's basically, it looks like Molotov, and they're acrylic paint pens. Alright, so I'm just going to be drawing the roses straight up. They're not going to have any outline to them, and so for you to be able to see the detail between all the petals of the roses, I'm basically just going to leave those areas blank. Thank you, Jacob. You got the jeweled autumn from back in the day. Seriously, Gabriel? Wow, I had no idea that you got my art way back when. That is so amazing of you, Gabriel. Thank you. Woot! I'm glad you can tell that they're roses, David. What's the F-bomb command, Paul? Hello, Cedar. Thank you so much. Lots of love back to you. See you later, David. Oh, it's supposed to tally them? Oh, good times. That's going to be very fun. Hello, Josue. Welcome to the stream today. Wendy, hi. See you later, Juan. Thank you. Oh, by the way, I thought you were leaving. Hello, Mike James. Thank you so much. It could be a bunch of bloody leeches. That's a good idea. Oh, seriously, True Deadman? That's awesome. Okay. What else do I need to do? I want to give her a bracelet. I want to make sure it's clear how her stomach is going so it doesn't kind of look like a beer belly. And I'm going to put some of the stems of the roses. I don't think my green works very well. It's kind of shitty. And it's really fluorescent green. I don't know how I feel about it. But green may be expected. We'll see if it works. Now you can't unsee it. Hello, Earthen. Oh, okay, so the green is working actually. Look at that. Something in my day is going right with all this. That's wonderful. My initial idea with the bouquet of roses was to have some rose stems and some skull stems. I may save that for another time because that was going to take me like so long. And I do have a whole bunch of these to do. So I'm not going to try to make everything like aggressively complicated for myself. We're going to take it a little bit easy. Oh, yay. Thank you, Chicago. Do I work with Posca? You know what? For at least the books that I'm working on, Posca pens are not, they aren't opaque enough. I actually tried to use Posca and they didn't work. So I use Molotov. No, Juan. Never, never. Yeah, that's the thing with the remarks. You have to kind of picture it in your head because, you know, especially because she's making a gesture, but the art isn't complete. Yeah, it's got to be rough. What design from the Yaya collection is this one? You know what? I actually haven't decided yet, Jessamine. Okay, so there's her belly button. So she's at an angle. Well, see, I can take liberties with Lady Death, but generally the direction I've received with that is that she still is following the basic Lady Death setup, which, you know, Lady Death's outfit or her armor or whatever is thigh highs, like garter, panties, bra. For all intents and purposes, that's what she has as far as her outfit makeup. So I can go nuts and change like the color of the bra or the design of it, but I'm not completely changing her outfit as a whole and the general breakup of it, except when I'm requested to give her a gown or something like that. In other words, I'm not going to do corsets and things like that because that's not really a Lady Death staple. No more beer belly, that's right. So right now what I'm using is actually a blender. So this is basically just wax. And, you know, I'm not using it on the right paper. This is like super slick acrylic paint that's dried. That's really all that's happening right now. So it's not really doing a perfect job, but at least it's getting rid of a little bit of the graininess of the colored pencil. And I just kind of clean it off a little bit before I move on somewhere else. So I'm just going to blend that out a little bit on her cheek. All right, I think I'm gonna give her just the standard black black bra situation, thongkini. Oh, thank you, Carmen! Yay! I'm glad you're having fun. Just needs a little bit of shadow from the rose stems. Go. All right, I don't have as thin of a gold marker as I would like. I had one, but it's completely dried out, which super blows. That's funny, BB. This CC one is trash. Trash. Kylie's back! Whoop whoop! Yes, P11, I'm working on the Remarques that Coffin Comics had up for sale last week or the week before, and now I need to get them done. Hello, William. I've been great, thank you. How are you? See you later, Carmen. Okay, and then it needs to go back around her back. And she needs a shoulder strap. Let me see, how would I want that shoulder strap? Hold, please. I'm going to give her some thicker straps, and then I'm going to put some gold designs on the straps. Since whoever gets this one is only getting one boob, so we'll make the one boob count. One super boob, that's right. Oh man, I want pizza. Are you ordering pizza, BB? Dan, hello. Oh, okay, so this one is still sealed. Nice. Wide. See you later, Mike James. There's been a whole thing about snot, Dan. And it's been very embarrassing. Where's the negativity? The gold really wanted to get all over the place this time. Okay, and I'm going to give her a little necklace dealio. And what's so nice about metallics and even just the acrylic paint pens and stuff is, you know, I don't really have to draw anything. This is like the lazy girl way, but it looks so much better. If I were to try to actually draw in some sort of gold bangle something or other for her wrist, it would look worse than just all the dots I'm doing. Dots for the win. Hello, Luis. Grifter, thank you for being here. Yeah, you did. Unfortunately, there's been a snot situation. All right, I have to wait for the remainder of her necklace to dry in order for me to put in the last little bits, but let's see. Okay, yeah, this can go down now. So I had done this hair before I discovered this new hair look, which really may only work straight on, or maybe it'll work in other times, but I way prefer this look for Lady Death's hair. I hadn't discovered that when I put the paint down for this one. So I'm gonna have to finish this one that way. And then the rest of them, I think I only put the outlines. So now her hair is going to go so much faster. Oh my God. So I'll put some gray colored pencil as like a shadow, like a drop shadow basically under her hair in those places so that you can see it. Otherwise it's just white on white and there's nothing to see. But I think it's important that we kind of know where her hair is going and what's happening. Otherwise it's too unclear, in my humble opinion. Oh, I'm so sorry you have insomnia, Grifter, but thank you for being here. The Remark Lady Death looks like she's judging. Which one, hun? The one smelling the roses or this one? Yeah, for this angle, it may not work when I'm drawing the head from different ways, but at least it works this way. Woohoo! The roses, she looks judgy, yes. I noticed that when I did the, when I drew her eyebrows, it looks like, yes, these roses do not pass my quality control or something. All right, so I need the hair right there to dry. I'm gonna put some outline around her arm. I kind of have to, so more snotty gray. Oh, yay. Thank you, Louise. Theodore, thank you. That's very cool, Grifter. All right, I think I'm going to have to add a little bit more stronger lines there on her hand. But for now, I'll get some of the curls shadows going on so that it doesn't just look like weird breaks in the line art. Sorry, losing my voice. I'm really not more focused on Facebook. It's just I don't I've lost your guys' thread of what you're talking about, and I also suspect Dan started this. He did. See you later, David. Thank you so much for hanging out. All right, let's see if the jelly roll is dry. It is. Don't really know what's gonna stick on top of that, which is most unfortunate. I'll try a pen. My pens just keep not working on the acrylic. They don't like it. A down thong discussion, kind of like an up skirt. What? I am so confused. I don't even understand what that means. Why is Lady Death holding roses? Because I felt like drawing her like that. Maybe I'm gonna sign my name in green just for fun. Oh my God. Okay, so this one is done. This one is done, and I'm going to get started on another one, but I need to set this over somewhere else to dry, and I'm going to get another blank. I have 3 to choose from, but I think